blessing the fire till it walk down.
Introducing for the very first time inside the Power 95. Straight out of Guam Town. Boba 473.
Yes, Tom.
No stranger to the game. You understand? Let me go.
And we don't stop him blessing the fire till he walk down. Passy they can bring me the light all the run come. Seems like none of them hearing. The price is too over there. I know I don't know what I say. And we don't care who we never reach a blessing it up. 1,000 degrees paradise.
Again! Walk to them!
Please.
Baba in the building. In the finals earlier?
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, stop.
Walk to them!
Time to make the city burn down. And we don't stop him blessing the fire till he walk down. Passy they can bring me the light all the run come. Seems like none of them hearing. The price is too over there. I don't know what I say. Make it. And we don't care who we will. Man, we just blessing it up. 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. If you let up the plane, rock the fire for the sit-up. 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And feel no pain. Smoke levitate and call out me name. A message from the prophet telling me that I'll be great. Ashes turn to water.
Walk to them!
A little more oil in my lamp. Keep it burning. 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 Oil in my lamp. Keep it burning. Keep it burning. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Abuba representing.
Yeah, man.
We got back here records for the start.
Yeah, man.
So, you know we stay.
What do you mean?
So when I wake up, all I need is me make up. When my
Who remember this?
representing.
Go up for go up every time because everybody on the west side. Yeah, man.
Your power. Tell them Jack to play massive flower.
Hey!
So when I wake up, all I need is me make up. When my past start to shake up, I just get on man like Jacob. Drinking rough from a breakup. How long she cook and save us? Master come to play for so she bumper black and famous. Why? Because I wake up, all I need is me make up. When my past start to shake up, I just get on man like Jacob. Drinking rough from a breakup. How long she cook and save us? Master come to play for so the jabby black and
That was then. We into the now. You understand? So you're in competition, right?
Definitely.
And you're ready to dethrone.
Well, at the end of the day, you know, it's not really about just that, you know. It's about purifying the place. So,
Right.
if the current king needs to be cleansed, then that will be done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anybody from Governor Life, put something in the comment section now.
Please.
Anybody from Concord?
Love.
Anybody from Black Bay? Anybody from Marigot? Anybody from Back Street? Anybody from Govtown?
River Lane.
Call some names.
Stony Hill.
Call another name.
Shantytown.
Warm to them.
Belfast.
Anybody from St.
Warm
John's? Turn you up.
Yeah, man.
Boba in the building and he's ready for soca monarch, right?
Big up the
Yeah,
king,
man.
big up Dash.
Yeah, man.
He's a good brother to
Yeah,
me
man.
always,
Of
yeah?
course.
For real.
It's a love thing.
Yeah, man. Time to make the city burn down. And we don't stop him blessing the fire till he walk down. Passy they can bring me the light all the run come. Seems like none of them hearing. The price is too over there. I know, I don't know what I say. Make it burn. And we don't care who we will, man. We just blessing it up. 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. If you let up the plane, rock the fire for the guitar. 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. I feel no pain. Smoke levitate and call out me name. A message from the prophet telling me that I'll be great. Ashes turn to water. A little more oil in my lamp. Keep it burning. Keep it burning. Keep it burning. Keep it burning. A little more oil in my lamp. Keep it burning. Keep it burning. Keep it burning. Make the city burn down. And we don't stop him blessing the fire till he walk down. Passy they can bring me the light and all them run come. Seems like none of them hearing. The price is too over there. I know all I say it's Becky, but now we don't care who win. We will, man. We just blessing it up. 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. They feel let up the plane of the fire for the sit up. 1,000 degrees. But now the hate. You see my face. Time after time I'll be coming through the gate. The father tell me keep the faith and keep the fire blaze. There is no time for them to call fire brigade. Oil in my lamp, keep it burning. Keep it burning, keep it burning, keep it burning. A little more oil in my lamp, keep it burning. Keep it burning, keep it burning, keep it burning. Try to make the city burn down. And we don't stop him blessing the fire till it walk down. can bring me the light, all them run cold. Seems like none of them hear it. Ready to over there. All you know what I say is that and we don't care who win, we will man, we shall blazing it up. 1,000 degrees
Fahrenheit.
The feel it of the plane rough.
Niceness and goodness, I mean. Boba, I think you're ready. Last night, that performance, boy, I'm telling you, I think you're ready. You understand?
Yeah.
So, I want to big you up to the max because
appreciate it, man.
From, I think it was June when this thing dropped, boy, I said, nice, see this hard. You understand?
Yeah,
we are now. 2 more weeks, boy, and the fire just keep burning.
Yeah, man, definitely. See, a lot of people think that water is the most essential in life, but it's actually false.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Is the most essential. Understand me? It's the main source. Understand me? Because you know, if you to drink your water, the water need to be purified, and what purify the water? Heat.
Yeah.
So, you know, what I singing about, what I'm talking about is real.
Right.
That song came from a place of pain and sorrow and neglect and everything like that.
Right.
Everything you could think about in the world, Bubba been through it.
Right.
And my real day ones know it. The team know it, you know.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I'm a man. So I can't just sit back and feel sorry for myself. I don't like people feel sorry for me.
Right.
I'm a man, so I
Right.
need to stand up. So that's the way I come forward with the music, you know, express myself. I'm happy to see that the people gravitate towards it and feel my pain. And, you know, could relate to it. Check, it doesn't matter what degree or what, you know, extent, but happy that the fans relate to Bubba.
And we're back inside the room, ladies' room for today. Tuesday, July 29th, and it is the final Tuesday in the month of July. So we hope we're going to make this one count. We hope we're going to make this one special. There's a whole lot happening. The anxiety, the excitement, you know, it's building for Spice Mass, the best mass by far. And we're talking one more Monday until we'll be on the street, whether you're playing jab, whether you're playing fancy mass, whether you're playing shotney, whether you're playing wild Indian, Vecco, whatever it is, whatever aspect, or even spectator mass, because we need that as well. Whatever aspect of mass you'll be partaking in, yeah, we hope to see you out there having fun. And of course, you know, we want to make sure we do all we can to build the vibe, build the energy right here on Power 95. If you're just joining us, welcome inside. And of course, special thank you to our friends at Nirvana Spa and Detox, Beacon Insurance, and Western Union for making the show possible once again. Also got to say special morning, good afternoon, evening, night to you, wherever you are viewing this live stream. If you're on Facebook or you are on YouTube, thank you so much. Or if you're listening via the Power app, thank you so very much for choosing us. We always appreciate you. Now, somebody sent me a clip this morning. Listen, when all you go places, other places, kind of remember where you are. Artists at other stations talking about bigger power. I mean, I know we have it going on. I know this is the place to be and all of that, but kindly remember where you are. I thank you. Anyways, who's here? Carol been here since 10:42 a.m. on YouTube. Big up yourself, Carol. Marianne, good morning. Rachel, Michelle, good morning, good morning, good morning. Shante, thank you so very much for sharing the live and tagging the folks. Roderick, big up yourself. Who else is here? Adasha, big up yourself. Vanessa, big up yourself. Christelle, big up yourself. Esther. Crazy Mal Williams, St. John's in the house. Yeah. Good morning, Esther Phillip. Good morning, Unison Joseph. Ingrid, good morning. Who else is here? Good morning, Spice Angel. Good morning, Jenny Charles Gilbert. Roxanne Scott, big up yourself. Marvelyn, Maureen. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Amanda. And we've got the boss in the building this morning, Hollis Map, aka Mr. Killa, is here. Good morning to you. She's sending me what she wants? Telling me about that white outfit this morning. And we didn't plan that, and I planned to wait. That's a good thing, right? Because I didn't plan it either. Okay, so it's when is pre-birthday today or tomorrow? When is today's pre-birthday or tomorrow? Anyways, pre-birthday lime later, lime and lights, oil down, food, oil down, everything, but just drinks on sale. Alright, so we outside later. I'm supposed to be resting today, you know. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday supposed to be my rest days, because after that Thursday, I know when the next time I'm gonna get 8 hours sleep. Will she come and tie up my day with that for now? I had to check out pre-chem. Oh, that was a real do me, you know. Anyways, Trisha Franklin, big up yourself. Debbie Crony, big up yourself. Why you come and tie up my morning with that for now, Debbie? You know I'm supposed to be getting rest. Anywho's, Devon P. Wellington, big up yourself. Melvin Brown. Kirk, good morning. Yeah, big up my camera crew. Richie, Kirk, and the whole crew. Good morning, Crystal. Devon, Kem, good morning. Kenwin, where you? I have my whole bag. Kenwin, where you? You reach already? Yeah, I had to come and collect my whole bag. Link me, Kenwin. Anyways, we're not gonna waste more time. Shamira, good morning. Dwayne, big up yourself. Feeling the carnival pressure. I don't know how folks who live in the US, Canada, UK, wherever else, how do you all cope around this time of the year? When you're seeing all this mass playing, hearing all this good tunes playing on the radio and seeing jab all over the place, and just how do you all feel? I mean, how do you all cope? I swear if I were in your position, I will not be listening to radio, I will not be tuning into anything that says Grenada at this point in time. But anyways, mass must play, right? Clarina, good morning, I see ya. Dwight, big up yourself. So we're going to get right into the action this morning. I mean, it has been a long time coming. You remember, guys, last year we were supposed to do this, and for some reason, I don't know who sent it Jumbie their way, our way. We started and we could not go live, and it was not working for us at all. And last week again, he was on his way, and I decided to break down, and he went. I'm like, what? I was convinced for a minute that some Baku or something, somebody obey us. Alice, good morning.
Blessed love, and blessed good morning, Arona, and to the entire Spice Island, boy, the Spice Island Rock.
It's nice.
Blessed good morning. I tell you, when I was coming last week, I said nah.
No,
I said not today.
I said no. I said we have a Jumbie.
You know what I mean? And imagine that I have multiple vehicles, you know, and the one that I drive in, them boys fix something on it the day before, and I don't know what they do wrong. You know what I mean? I'm away, and he just decided he just shut it down cool. I say nah.
Like, what madness
But
is this?
you see, sometimes though, when the Father decided to create things in his own way,
He's got timing.
sometimes we does feel a way, really and truly. When it's the Father way, there is no better way, you know what I mean, to go. So his time, and you know, because I went back home, I felt disappointed, because you know, when I want to do something, I want to do it. But I go back home and so much other things, you know what I mean, fall in line and fall in place. I say, you see, sometimes the Father
sometimes
just
you
know.
question it.
And sometimes, you know, the conversation that we would have had last week is not the conversation that we would have today. You know?
So you know what? I've learned to say he's low. Just bring. No, man, we good. Volume, please. No, his voice. My volume is,
it might be me.
Better.
Might be me.
Yeah, better now. Yeah. Kimal, I'm seeing you guys. They're coming in droves this week. MBIA will be crazy. It's going to be busy. And we just want to say welcome home to a lot of you who will be returning for the Mass. Some of you for the first time in years. Some of you who come every year. And I need to say one thing before we jump in. I want to shout out Ant's Nest and all the guys who decided to do this new venture. So when you land now at Morris Bishop International Airport, Killa, whether you eat meat, you don't eat meat, you have oil dung every single day. You're getting oil dung. It's an oil dung restaurant on the airport. So you're eating oil dung. Vegetarian, pescatarian, whatever. Meat, pork, wild meat, you're getting it.
Who did that?
I'm sure you know Naya, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Naya and her mom and whoever else.
That is highly necessary, though.
Yeah.
Because you know how much people that travel to Grenada and they can't find our oil down.
For the whole time
and
they
that
come
is
here.
we national dish.
For the whole time.
Yeah, you're
they
supposed to
come
be
here.
able to find our oil down anytime you want our oil down. So that's amazing.
So when you land, you're getting it, and when you leave in, you're getting it.
That is it.
Well, as always, we have so much to talk about. We have a lot of catching up to do. So that is why I cleared the hour. And I'm like, you know what? We're going to just sit down and talk. You've been up to so much. And of course, you know, you're here. And we want to catch up. But before we get into you and what's happening with you on a personal level, music level, what are your thoughts on the music this year? What are you feeling this year? What's your energy this year? What's the music energy for you this year?
Grenada going to have an amazing carnival. When it comes to the energy, the vibes of Grenada music this year is, I mean, Grenada is on fire. You know, you have the ups, you have the mids, and then you have those that, you know, in their own little box down there. But Grenada have some amazing artists, some amazing talent that I don't even feel like we treat them right yet. We don't even know how to really handle what we have as yet. Grenada is a flame, is a burning fire inside of soca, inside of the Caribbean. We the Spice Island of the Caribbean. And it looked like with almost everything. It seems like with almost everything we spicy with it. You know what I mean? And I just want to have fun with all of the music that has been blasting over the radio. And also what I hear people playing differently, because sometimes not all the songs that us get, you know, over the radio, to be honest with you, right? And when I listen to those artists, Grenada is really and truly growing in the space of soca music. And not just soca music, you know, on the expression of culture on a whole. So, Aruna, I would say this year is a good year for music. I'm hearing some good songs, and the artist is coming. And you have some young artists, you know what I mean, in the midst right now that really showing they're showing their national colors. You see? So I wanna say it is good. I have a problem where sometimes I listen to not all the radio stations. There is radio stations that really take pride in the music that we have and in the artists that we have. Some DJs that works on the radio station, they don't really understand how to really treat the culture as yet. So they will play the song that maybe get them a little laughter, or they feel like the young crowd might give them a hype on that. So they don't know how to bust a song. They don't really know how to actually dig into the culture and see what is making sense. So a lot of the times, those same DJs don't realize that they put themselves in a box. Because when the foreigners come or the foreigners listening outside, if somebody had to then book you outside, they listen to what you play, what you choose to play. You see what I'm saying?
And there's also a big difference between radio play and an event play.
Yes.
There's a different set of music that you use between the two. There's some you can go right across the board, but you can't. And I think I think I understand where you're heading with this, where you're getting at, because I too share that concern with some, not all. There are some who understand the assignment, but then there are others who, you know, when they're outside, you have to differentiate between, okay, I'm playing on radio and I'm playing in a party. It's two different
things. And they might go to a party and they hear another DJ play and get a forward because in the party mode, according to what party to. And then that becomes the same play list that happens throughout the, you know what I mean, the radio. So I'm just concerned about how we still treat some of our great music, you know, that has been released and is created for our carnival, because there is amazing artists and amazing songs.
Listen, there's a lot, and I think this is one of our, you know, there are some years that are like, and then there are some years, like you said, and then there are some years, and then in some years we go all the way back up to the top. And I think this year is one of the years where it has changed, you know, the dynamics. Even though when someone sings a jab song, it's not the typical jab song. For instance, Terror the Governor and Vaughn's Jab Decision. It's not the typical jab, you know, jab Black Oil. Short Breeze song, people playing Juve and thinking they're playing jab. There are so many songs that the lyrics are like, wow, okay then. And then the jab evolution from you.
So, well, they don't even hear jab evolution yet, but
you'll get it just now.
That song from Terror, not just the Jab Decision. Jab Decision is an amazing rendition, supremacy. Right? Jab Supremacy. You hear when that thing come in, wherever that play, You understand what I'm saying? And say, give them job. That is an amazing piece of production also, right? And then Muddy. Muddy have a song that is speaking a language that is flying over most of our heads. Because we don't connect to music in the way that I think, you know what I mean, we used to or we should. You see, a lot of our culture is way more deep and way more meaningful than how we really treat it.
We just do the surface value, we skim the top.
Yeah, just the Muddy song when he said the stars align and all of those things like that. Now, for me, it means so much because in 2025 is one of the greatest alignment that is happening with the planets and all over. And not just that, the narrative of Jab needs to change. And that is a part of my mission now. Been studying it for a long time. Me and the chief son of the Maasai tribe, we almost look like twins. If you see us, we look alike. And, you know, studying the history from deep warrior tribes in Africa, Jab in itself, I am so happy that this year it feels like that. Jab in itself is not a man whining in tongue and a braze. That is not the real Jab.
Oh God, don't get me started.
The real Jab, Aruna, is a warrior. The real spirit of Jab is what caused the white man to paint me and you as the devil. The real spirit of Jab is the same spirit that actually freed us from slavery. Nani, El Satnam, Makanu, Gugu, those people came back, they paint themselves in molasses and the coals dust and thief the slaves at night. You see, Jab is the warrior that moved 3 o'clock in the morning simply because they understood that the spirit of the earth is in its new dawn and is rising at every 3 o'clock.
So that's why you wake up at 4 o'clock before the break of dawn.
Of course. So that is why they say they move at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, the horns on our head, Aruna, has nothing to do with the devil. Has nothing, not even one thing to do with the devil.
You're making my skin raise, I swear.
No, I'm telling you. Because the horns on our head, Aruna, we moved 3 o'clock in the morning, not just by ourselves, but we moved with the cattle in the field. Because we understood that with nature, they could never conquer us. You see? So the job was the spirit that put the horns on his head and move with the cattle in the field and paint himself in black so you will mistake him for cattle in the field when he coming for you. And they could not get rid of that warrior. So they called it the rebel. As that me know. Diablo come back after in French and all of those words. You understand what I'm saying? To call it the devil. That is how they painted us as the devil. You go back in 14th centuries when the Mansa Musa, the man of money and all of that was traveling. Africa was in a place of great riches. They sent out, after they found out about all our riches, that is when they sent out what we call conquerors, which in history they teach us that they are explorers, like Christopher Columbus. Sir George Windsor, the greatest psychologist that has ever lived, they call him the greatest psychologist because he knew how to murder us without an army. He studied us, live among us. The black man's weakness is his strength and his strength is his weakness. My strength is my love, but my weakness is also my love.
You know, listening to you talk and listening to this in the background, like the instrumental of your song, Jab, Evolution. You know what? It's almost, you know what? Let me give them a piece of the song first. Hold on, let me come back. Come on, let me do this song. Because I am so engrossed right now that we talk about it. The conscience, no one to judge of you this time. We set the mood right. Start the madness and they break it down. You know we're bad on the road. 3 o'clock in the morning. The spirit calling. You want you to sing the song? No, you want you to listen to the song, you know. Let me start it again. We want you to do this one for us. Best, I want you just, that information you just fed us with, it ties in with this song. So we want to hear you sing this song.
I'll tell you this though. To be honest with you, I don't want to sit and listen to the song. I want them to just listen to it. Hear why though. This song really and truly speaks to vibrations and feelings. You understand? I want all of us to listen to it together.
Give us a verse and we go listen to the rest. All right. Okay. All right. Let me start with the verse. So you take the first verse and we go listen to the rest.
I give the first.
Somebody says it's jab jab thriller.
That is it. You have to see the video.
Under the moonlight, the conch shall blow and the jab jab hear the sound. We set the mood right, start the madness at the break of dawn.
You know we bad on the road, 3 o'clock in the morning.
The spirit calling.
You hear me not? You know we bad on the road, 3 o'clock in the morning.
The spirit calling. Don't run when the jab jab calling you.
Rub the whole oil on your face.
Don't run when the jab jab calling you.
It's simple. Freedom is in your chain.
Don't run when the jab jab calling you.
Ancestors live in our veins.
Don't run when the jab jab calling you.
We mashing up everything.
There is a job in you.
There is a job in you.
Job in me. Job. The warrior who set us free. Job is the freedom
Jeez.
that lives in we.
Yo.
Job is the warrior who finds you in the night. Strength of 1,000 men, so don't you even try.
When Jab Jab unite, every nation will rise. You see the jab in my eyes. Freedom's a fire will light. You know we bad on the road, 3 o'clock in the morning. The spirit calling, and the jabs are walking. Oh, you know we bad on the road, 3 o'clock in the morning. The spirit calling, and the jabs are walking. Hear me now, don't run when the jab jab calling you. Rub the whole oil on your face. Don't run when the jab jab calling you. Freedom is in your chain, lad. Don't run when the jab jab calling you. Ancestors live in your face, oh lad, lad. Don't run when the jab jab calling you. We mashing up everything. Ule, 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 ule. Ule, 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 ule. Ule, 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 ule. Forever.
You doing that song? Hold on. That song making you feel like you, like, you know, it's like something, like you're in this zone and you don't know what's going. You're there, but you're like an out of body experience.
Listen.
It's like,
Listen.
yo, no. Let me break this down.
I had to take the time to, you know, and I must big up Wildfire and the crew and the team, you know, Khalid and all the boys, J Blue, you know, Kingsmen. I had to take the time to create something in that field, you know, and you know, Jackson has been, you know, a genius in his time too, and he's somebody that I really looked up to, not just to the songs but the vibration. We all carry a certain type of vibration, and we send messages sometimes in our music that flies over people's head unless they could really feel. So that's why when you listen to this song, you went to the place where you're supposed to go with the song.
For real, it was like,
You understand what I'm saying?
chills.
Because this song is not jab in the tongue and in the brass there. This is jab in its full glory.
Like
This
everything
is
you
Jab as the
explain
warrior.
is what is supposed to be. Like, you know, when we put on the black, I mean, just look at Slum in the Window. This is what we mean. We talking about something that's deeply embedded in us, and we come out and we show this is what and who we are.
I also have a video for this that is going to kind of touch Jab a little bit different, because you're going to be way more cinematic, more movie-like, and paints Jab as that warrior, you know. And Jab that we play right now, they feel it every Juve morning, or anytime you play Jab, there is a feeling of no fear. Ask yourself why.
Because not only that, because a couple weeks ago, and prior to that, you know, when members of government would say no Jab, no this, what happens?
Jab rise up and play more Jab.
So what does that say?
What I'm saying?
Any other day they will fall in line and follow instructions. But once it gets to the season and it's no Jab, what do the Jab do?
This is what the video look like. All they can't see it, but I'm showing Arona here so she could understand. You know what I mean?
Okay, we can't wait for this to drop. You have to drop this quick and fast.
And, you know, it's just something that will pull your mind in and make you ask certain questions and, you know, look into it. Because we need to get there. We cannot keep watering down our culture. We cannot keep accepting, you understand, a narrative from the great-great-grands of those who put us in slavery. The great-grandchild of the oppressor is writing my history and giving me a culture to follow, and writing about my culture that which is not true for I to then teach to my children. The other day, I went in, they have this project from the creative department, Sing Grenada, and I went there to, you know what I mean, vibe with the kids, and I didn't want to perform for them. What I wanted to do is to have the conversation. It was the most beautiful thing I think they could have received, you see? And when I explained Jab, one of the young ladies said to me, "Thank you so much." She's like, you know, like this, now I feel like I can explain to a foreigner what my culture really means, because it is, you know, I take out the demonization of our culture. We need to remove that. Why my ancestors is the only ancestors has been demonized, when we that get the licks, you know, we been beaten, all right? And after we've been beaten, my sister, auntie, been raped. You see what I'm saying? That the man that has done that to me, his grandchildren worship him, and they give them medals. The greatest psychologist ever lived, Sir George Windsor. You talk about Lord Machiavelli. He said, "For I have traveled the length and breadth of Africa, I have not seen a beggar, such nation of great wealth." I then suggest, for us to destroy this nation, we must destroy the spiritual and ancient heritage and make them believe that everything that is European is better. You see? And they get medals for that. But then still, my ancestor is the demon. How? You understand? My warrior is now the devil. No. Grenada is a unique place, and we don't understand yet what our culture really means to us.
And if we're not careful, it's going to be totally lost, because remember, we have younger and younger and younger generations coming.
Of course.
And if the older ones who understand it and who have the knowledge, and if we just sit there quietly, don't share, don't use it to edify them, we're going to lose it. And as Shotbury and Slaughter says in their song, we're going to be playing Juve and think we're playing Jab.
Now, Jab was all over the Caribbean. Jab was all over the Caribbean, right? Because in slavery, as we say, those people playing themselves in the coals dust and the oil, not the oil, the coals dust and the molasses and stuff like that, and help free the slaves, right? Now, Jab is still being played in some of the French islands, but in a different way. It's called a different name. But the real Jab expression is still yet here in Grenada. There is a couple people who play Jab. There is a team of Jab, Tito and those boys, and Slum. Some of them men, when they play Jab, is a different kind of Jab from some of them Jab.
They don't do this pretty Jab, dress up Jab.
You understand what I'm saying?
Dress and tongue and those.
Nah,
you'll
none
never
of
get
that.
them.
You'll never get them doing that.
No.
When them men come out, sometimes even them men move. Sometimes they do even dancing.
The COVID year. You remember after that year of COVID, when, to me, that was the most I've seen Jab in its truest form.
In its truest
when
form.
there were no music, no nothing, and they were just walking in a straight line, dragging the chains, and had the horns and had the bells.
That is the
there
Warriors.
was no enhancement, no music, no nothing. And I'm like, wow, this is the Jab that we know and it's supposed to be. I make no bones. Last year I said the same thing. I'm not a fan of what we now have as Juve. I'm not a fan of the package and the commercialized Jab. I'm not a fan of putting on, design stuff and calling that Jab. It's just watering it down, and somebody coming in for the first time, this is the first impression they get. They leave thinking, okay, that's what it is. Put on, this, dress it up, and that's Jab. They don't know better because they're not seeing differently. Nobody's teaching them.
Yep. I wanna big up Jambalasi, though. You know what I mean? I'll call him Capital.
Yeah.
Because people will say capital, and they understand what capital mean. You know what I mean? Capital really and truly is the leader of the job.
As a guy sang the song Capital.
You know what I mean? Just like how you have a country that has a capital, the job band has a capital, but which is the leader.
Of the band.
And if the leader is also called a capital, which is a location, normally. You understand what I'm saying? It's where then the spirit bounds. It is more than what we see and what we are taught. You know what I mean? We don't understand some of the significance of it. So we just use it. And I know Job indulge in all of the things that's supposed to be fearful. They pull the coffin, they bring out the snakes, they bring out all of those things, and it looks scary. It's because they tap into those things. Why are we so scared of so many things? Because they injected so much fear into us as a people that we would be afraid in day and night about our lives. Fear becomes our atmosphere. So when we start breaking that, automatically our feet is not tied and our hands is not tied and our mind is not tied anymore. Because after the chains and shackles, what they injected most in us was fear for that mental slavery. And I was saying a while ago, Job was all over the Caribbean, but Job chose Grenada as home. What about us as a people? Why did we end up with the greatest Marxist that has ever lived in the Western Hemisphere for a long time, Mr. Morris Bishop himself? That was taken away from us, not explaining completely why he was taken away from us, but we know, we have an idea. But that idea is still yet not even taught, to show you that what this man did was an application that is scary to those who had put us into bondage. You see? Because they don't want you to actually lift the bondage of the mind, because the mind is one of the most powerful thing. You understand what I'm saying? After the breath of life itself. What you think, what you actually thought, what your thought is, will then become your reality. You see? What you are most passionate about is like when you're broke. You don't realize when you're broke, you just find money quick. And as you get comfortable and you're struggling to find money,
again, yes.
you know, see the rich people just have a memory board, a vision board, and they put the house that they want on that board, and they wake up every morning and give 10 minutes to that. They reach home and they give 10 minutes just sitting there and manifesting what they want in their mind, and you cannot stop them. So if we are not taught that as a people and don't have that application of the mindset that what we are thinking, just like even in our words, I see people these days, all we slangs and all of those things that is popping up and is trending, a lot of it is negative, and we repeat those things, not realizing that we are putting spells on our lives. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody laughing about a joke, why I go say, I'm dead?
I go dead.
I go dead. You understand what I'm saying?
A week and I go dead.
You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we might say it as a joke, but you have to remember that your words, even the Father said that, Father words said to us that your tongue is the most powerful weapon.
Power of life.
You see what I'm saying? Power of life. You can speak life. He said, great have I done, greater shall you do, for I am creator and you shall create also. You see what I'm saying? So if we look at our nation at the moment and see how we are treating our own and our culture and all of that, I know it's a distance to go, because it's hard to sometimes instill, truth where lies have been playing for a long time.
I feel like I've been in a class and I'm the one I'm the student and that's the teacher. And I'm sure that's a sentiment I'm getting from everyone on the live right now, that we really, really need to have this, conversation on, a consistent basis for us to truly, truly understand, that there is more to what we have and more than what that meets the eye. There's so much that if we look deeper, and you made reference to, Muddy's song and that line going over so many people's head. We just see it as a chant. Okay, yes, we enjoyed it. Sound good, but the fact is, when he says, put jab on the payroll, that goes big. A lot of people don't understand how impactful those lines are.
That is a simple reason why I'm not even doing my show this year, because I wanted to stop a minute just to have the conversation. But as you said a while ago, we need to have this conversation some more. I think I am just ready. Now, this mind of mine and my heart has been cooking a long time, by the fathers, inspiration, and I guess as much knowledge. And I learned something when I was way younger that I wish each and every child in Grenada could know. Because I bung away one time. You know what I mean? Bung away, age of 15. Thing when I win my talent, such a rich America, I end up on the street, is shootout, is this, is that, is that. I talk about it plain and open now, but it was a tough time. The only thing that really kept me and brought me back to where I supposed to be is what was instilled by my mother and the respect to God. So that's why it's so important that our children now should understand values. You see what I'm saying? And this conversation, I will have it more. Because now, I tell them that it's not the same, boy. You know what I mean? The music and the hype and the performance.
I was about to ask that. That was my next something.
I have done that so much now.
So where are you now? Because we've seen you doing music, but doing it differently, making different, of course, doing different collaborations. Saw you with Wycliffe, etc. Talk to us about where you are in your musical journey and what's going on with that.
Well, my musical journey, it has taken me to places where I am still on that path, walking in the footsteps of my dreams. You know what I mean? I want to do music, I want to do international collaborations, I want to do all of that. But what has been really growing, Aruna, is this part of me. That's why this morning I ain't come here to perform a song or to sing a song. I come to have a conversation. I want to speak about my music. I want to introduce people to my music. Yes, but at the same time, there's a part of me that is growing that I've been running away from for so long. For so long, Aruna, nobody understand my pain, nobody understand my frustration. Is because it's like I'm walking and I'm seeing what we could do, how we could go into places, what could be better, what could be done. And when you stand up for it, Aruna, I hear people saying, Killa and them feel like the thing, and they feel like them, somebody said the other day, he maybe feel like he entitled. And somebody telling me, no, that person say, you feel like you're entitled from inside of high places, right? And I said, yes, I am entitled. What do you mean?
The right to be entitled.
You are entitled. But the person that is saying that do not know that they are also entitled. So you see, the fragmentation of so much of us mind make us judge ourselves so short that we cannot see value in another.
Other people.
Because we already devalued ourselves. A lot of the time when somebody's speaking about you is only because they need a little ladder to climb, And you seems to be a ladder at the moment because they need to feel high. But when you are a ladder, you have to realize that somebody else is looking at you in a space where they might want to be. You see, or they don't know how to be, so they have to climb you. You see, they want to stand on your shoulders, so they will say all manner of...
This rock is a rock filled with a lot of
a lot of that happens. But I feel sorry now instead of angry. I don't feel angry about it no more. I understand. So when somebody has a certain type of application, now I can then read where your mind is at. And I can understand now your level. I could understand who you are. I am not better than you. I may have learned things that you did not. You see, because I am not better than no one. Aruna, there will only be one of you. There is not another Aruna on this planet. This young man standing here, he is special. One has. There will not be another one of him. Isn't that amazing?
But we don't understand that.
You see, isn't that amazing?
I don't get how we always trying to fit into somebody else's shoe or trying to be like somebody else when there's only one. But I mean, there are things you can take from a person, you get good examples there, things you can emulate, but I don't get always trying to measure up and match up to somebody else when you can stand alone and do so beautifully and strongly.
We was not taught that, Arona. We got put into classrooms, learning a curriculum from those who have oppressed us, teaching us how to be better slaves to a system of control. That is our problem, as black people. So when the revolution came here in Grenada, you know what we was doing? We was redesigning our system. Every system, this parts just fly over people's head because they haven't taught us in that manner. So I understand too. Who it belongs to, they will receive it. Every system has been designed after the systems of nature. Man think that they are great, but nothing is greater than God, for God has created all, right? God, and when we use the word God, there might be the Rastaman outside there listening, there might be whoever listening, the Catholic Church and all of that, right? And all different denominations might be listening right now. And when we use the word God, the word G-O-D, G means generator. O means operator. D means destroyer. The generator who have created, the operator, and the destroyer. That is what God means. So whomever has created all that is all and everything that is everything, so beautiful that is a part of all that I see, feel, and breathe. You understand what I'm saying? Has given us, each and every one of us, the ability, you understand, to see, to feel, and to live and to dwell on this planet with abundance. But then the system that we are part of did not teach us that. You see? So automatically we think of ourselves as external more than internal. You see? All we see is the external thing, the five senses that they taught us to use. I see something and light reflect of it, so I see it, I hear what my eardrum could vibrate to, I feel like this and that. They don't teach us about the extra person that we are. How beautiful, how precious, the God that we also are, what we can actually create. So automatically our value to ourselves comes really low. And those on top understand that. You see? Because the day that you feel value in yourself and understand your value, your application will then change.
The way you see life will change.
The way that you see life will then change.
The way you deal with life will change.
You see? So our system is our problem. What was happening here in the revolution, we was creating our own system, and that is unacceptable. Abraham Traore is doing it now in Africa. What he did is create a system, and the system is nothing wrong with it, The system is the system of nature. Each and every system, the language of law, language of war, language of sacred geometry, language of spirituality, language comes in a pack. What runs the pack of language is alphabet. What runs the pack of wolves is the alpha male. A tractor arm is the arm of a man. Each and every machine is being created after the human anatomy. So don't forget that we are the real creators. You understand? I'm saying after God. You see what I'm saying? Each and every one of us. So at the end of the day, if we start learning that and putting that value in our children, you know what they will feel? They will feel confident. They will feel bright.
Start breathing life.
They will start breathing life into each other. And not just that, this program that we're doing right here, there is people that are going to wake up.
Listen,
a thousand might be listening.
Like, someone, Kevin Mitchell says, you've just earned a different level of respect from me in a good and positive way. May God grant you the gift of long life so you can continue being an educator. I humbly salute you, giving you your flowers in this moment. Someone says, I love the conversation this morning. It's so positive and uplifting. So there's a lot of people who are tapping into what we're talking about this morning. Someone said, brain is like the universe. This type of knowledge should be taught in schools. There's a lot of learned behaviors that we have to unlearn. We have a lot of behaviors that we have to unlearn because that was what we were taught and we didn't know better. But now that is not an excuse. You were taught that, but now here you are. You had to relearn certain things. So if you can do it, each and every one of us can do it. A lot of learned behaviors we have to unlearn.
Look at my skin. Look at my skin. My skin is all the way up. My skin is just raising here because, you're reading the comments and stuff like that and you're talking. And sometimes when we get into this conversation, for me, I really do connect. I really do feel something beautiful about my people, about my country. You understand? It's a pleasure. It's a time in life when you have to give up on this basic human behaviors that you have been taught and understand. Sometimes you have to go back. If you ever find love in something or from somebody, sometimes in moments you have to go back there and just dwell there. Remember how that felt when you had freedom of the mind. Sometimes sit down and go back that when you was a child. Some of the things that that bother you now would have never bothered you before. What is then life? Life is the navigation. You see? Life after that breath is how then do we navigate through all of this. And for us to navigate, we need to understand simple things like this. The same machine concept. You have to bring it down to layman terms so I could actually give it to somebody as a gift. The car that is running outside, there is different types of cars, and then there is cars that has amazing GPS systems. There is cars before that never had that. Okay? So as time go along and man start understanding the system that God has created more and more, they start mimicking it more and more. So the car is my body, has a body. The car has an engine, which is my heart. Then the car has a computer, which is the brain. All right? Then that car, you want to drive to go to Canada from New York. That car have a GPS system picking up satellite navigation from the satellite. So we does not know and understand that we also have a GPS system. That was modeled after the man. So the GPS system that is picking up from the car to the satellite, our GPS system is picking up from the universe and cosmic energies and frequencies that guides us. There is a voice that we hear all the time. Now I want to explain some people problem this morning. I'm not a therapist, and this all does not belong to me. All of this information is floating in the universe. We are downloaders. Just like the computer download from the internet, we download from cosmos. We just have to relax ourselves sometimes and actually know. The only thing that will make you know is when you start to know that you could know. You see? So some people problems a lot of the times, Arona, is simply because they don't believe in themselves and what has created them. It is as simple as that. Because there is a little voice, and I prove it to myself many times. I wake up in the morning and my mind tells me, Killa, go and take a walk. I know you're feeling lazy, you want to take a little extra hour, go and walk right now. Arona, I will get up because I learned to listen to that little voice, and I will go and walk. Some people just get that indication, just get that message, and a virgin calling them, oh boy, let me go and do a thing there, boy, let me go and sit down and smoke a joint, boy, let me go and this and that. No, you miss your opportunity. Aruna, when I get up and I go and walk, I meet somebody that I never thought I would have met, who give me a link to the person who I've been looking for a while. I say, hey, you know how long I see you? Oh, you're walking here, this and that. All kind of amazing things happen by listening to that voice, that navigation. But instead of that, you let a man take you away from that navigation. And now you miss your opportunity. You know what it is to be. You know what it is to be poor sometimes. To pass up on your opportunities. Aruna, you could play that song for me, please. I need a bathroom break.
Hold on. We're getting ready to wrap up, but before we go, hold on. Let me just see. Let me hear what this person is saying. Okay.
Like your broad man, and you are speaking some powerful words there, and people should know that God is the greatest. You're on the right track, my brother. Keep it up, man. All the best. Blessings.
Gotcha. Alrighty, well, we're getting ready to... Colin says, you are so right. Colin says, I'm sure this was an intended direction of today's show. Thank you for being the best of what you do. Today we have gained some knowledge, and I'm grateful for this. Thank you, and Mr. Killa, one love. No, it wasn't. Today the intention was, to talk about the music and, what he's doing and all of that. It was not our intention. But sometimes, like he says, you have to learn to listen. You have to learn to listen to that voice. When it leads you, you just have to go with it. And I realized, you know what, he was heading in that direction, so let me just flow with him and allow him to, to go with it. So it definitely worked out for the best. He said he had to take a bathroom break. I'm getting ready to wrap up. Wanted him to be here to wrap up quickly, but just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone on the line. I hope there's a takeaway from all of this today. I seriously hope you got something to take away today, because he gave us a whole lot of gems. Gotta shout out my friend all the way in Vietnam. I don't know how to pronounce the first name. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Han Hoi, whatever, but in Vietnam. Let me give you like you know where that is. You don't know where that is? You know what Vietnam is? Anyways, want to shout out my friend Shane Jerome all the way in Vietnam, tuned into the vibe, and of course totally loving it, and says much love and respect to you, Mr. Killa. And you missed this when I was playing before you took the bathroom break, so let me just quickly play it again, and then we can wrap up because it's almost at the end of the hour.
Yes, good day, Mr. Killa. Good day, Aruna. Killa, I must say, man, I really like your growth, man, and you are speaking some powerful words there. And people should know that God is the greatest. You're on the right track, my brother. Keep it up, man. All the best. Blessings.
Most definitely.
Big up yourself.
A million thanks. Yep.
Okay. Well, time for us to wrap it up. Anything else you want to...
Well, I just wanted to also wrap on that. I just want to say, an apology, not an apology, but I just wanted to say to all the fans who was looking forward to Killa Day this year, I am definitely, I'm sorry that I didn't have it this year. And I had to not have it to just have the right conversation. And the same thing that we are speaking about is the value chain. There are some people in the government that really want change, that is really fighting, and I hope that they really get it, soon. Because me as a cultural ambassador, if I had to spend $50,000 for the stadium, and then I have to pay Spice Mass $12,000 just a license to do my show, and then you want 15% from everything that I make, then it's rape the system. Now, artists here in Grenada deserve a break. Here why? Enough artists in Grenada who has been doing all of this great music for all of the years and contributing have to, after Carnival, have to go back to regular jobs. You hear me? Some of them, that's what they have to do. When the Carnival come in that one time of the year, for them to really make some money, there is a system put in place to actually take from them more than even help them in any way. You see what I'm saying? So putting on a competition, a soca monarch and whatever it is, where artists still have to spend a lot of money to go there, and then you go in a competition, you win a little bit of money. No, there is more incentive that should be given to artists and more gates that should be opened up for artists. I understand there is a creative department that is doing a lot of good things, works for the kids and stuff like that, but we need more than that. When all of those kids get with the certificates and all of that, where do they go? How do they make money here? You see what I'm saying? In this industry that we have. So we definitely have to look at our value chain and understand that the culture men and women of this country need to be treated better. Okay. My contribution, and love to my mother. Love you very much, Mama. I know she might be listening. You know what I mean? And big up to the whole team. Big up to my manager, Miss Nikeshi Delves. Thank you for...
She was on the live.
Yeah, the contribution for the last 15 years. Amazing. And I just want every black woman. I have a female manager. And I see she square up with some promoters one time, some Jamaican promoters, and she ready to fight. And I said, what's wrong with this woman? You know what I'm saying? Defend me like if it's my own, mother. That's and I want to say thank you. Black women out there, I want you to understand that you are the greatest thing that God could have ever create. You know what I mean? More than life in itself. The black woman have two inner oracles, which is the heart and the womb. The black woman, listen to me, in everything that you do, just know that you are the doctor, you are the nurse, you are the nurturer, you are the bearer of the fruit, and you spiritually, you're also the seer. Two inner oracle, you alone have the ability. No black woman should ever want to be like a man or be equal to a man. A black woman could actually download souls from the universe. Could you imagine that? And turn that into physical form of life.
What a beautiful way to end this morning. Listen, don't wait until another year, please, to do this. Fix up yourself.
I know.
All right.
Love, light, and blessings. Grenada, I love you. Arona, respect.
Always love.
All the time.
Always love.
Blessed love.
All right. Guys, thank you so very much for tuning in. Yes, we definitely need a part 2. There was no if, but that's why I just told him, don't make another year pass and we have to wait a whole 365 days to have another conversation. We need to have these conversations. There's a lot that I'm sure we can talk about. But we are out of time, so thank you so much to Nirvana, Spawn, Detox, Beacon Insurance, Western Union for powering up our show this morning. And Killa, enough love. And let's hope we can do this again soon. Have a great Tuesday, everybody. See you tomorrow, same time, same place for another show.